Have you ever wondered why some people cross the line while others never even get close? They say every choice we make leaves a fingerprint on the world, a word said in anger, a door left unlocked, a life changed in a second. We trust systems, we trust laws, we trust that justice always knows what's right. But does it? What if the truth isn't as clear as we think? What if good and evil share the same heartbeat? Scientists say a decision, the choice between right and wrong, is made in the brain in just 300 milliseconds, faster than a blink. So what happens when that blink changes everything? When morality meets desperation and the line between victim and criminal begins to blur, because sometimes justice isn't blind, it just chooses not to look. Every society is built on an invisible thread, the promise of safety and justice. But what happens when that thread begins to tear? Behind every headline, every courtroom, there's a deeper question. Why do people commit crimes? And how does society decide who deserves forgiveness? Crime isn't born in a vacuum. It grows from childhood trauma, from fear, from anger left to rot. Neuroscientists say the brain of a criminal is often shaped by what it has survived, not just what it has done. And yet, when the gavel falls, the human mind behind the act often disappears. Justice, the word we trust the most, but understand the least. In courtrooms around the world, justice wears a blindfold, but her balance often tips. Race, class, wealth, even luck. They can decide the weight of a sentence more than truth ever could. The system doesn't always fail, but when it does, it breaks more than laws. It breaks lives. For victims, justice is never just about punishment. It's about meaning. Every lost life leaves an echo. Families rebuild their world, one courtroom hearing at a time, searching for closure that never truly comes. But some choose forgiveness, a choice that defies the very logic of revenge. Forgiveness is not forgetting, it's reclaiming power. Psychologists say it's how victims stop the crime from owning their lives. In a paradox only the human spirit can understand, healing sometimes begins with compassion, not punishment. What if justice could evolve? What if prisons healed instead of punished? Restorative justice programs around the world are rewriting the narrative, bringing victims and offenders face to face. It's not about erasing guilt, but rebuilding empathy, because the real question is not just who is guilty, but how do we stop the next one? Between guilt and innocence, mercy and vengeance, there lies a thin line, fragile, human, imperfect. Justice isn't a system, it's a story we keep rewriting, hoping that one day it gets the ending right.